Hello folks, this is Best in Slot with a really exciting update for Planet Zoo. We are getting a brand new DLC coming on the 7th of April. You'll be able to get the South America pack. We already know all the animals coming as well. It's really exciting stuff. But first, just before we talk about all that, I'm going to show you the trailer, so enjoy. And that little growl at the end should definitely be a good hint as to some of the animals coming to the pack. So before we talk about the animals themselves, what we're going to do is go through the trailer and just break down and have a look at some of the new stuff we'll be getting. This pack is going to include 5 new animals, 4 of them are habitat, 1 of them is exhibit, and it's also going to include over 250 foliage and building construction items, decorations, stuff like that. It will not include a story DLC like the Arctic pack did. Personally, I'm okay with that. I really want the focus to be on decorations and foliage and stuff like that, and of course new animals rather than the story. I think we're done with the story. It's had a nice satisfying conclusion. So let's go back to the start and we're just going to take a look at each scene in turn and just see what new stuff we can spot. So, to kick things off, not much to pull from this one. I will say this tree over here is new at least. It sets a really nice scene. It's going to be really cool building in this kind of environment. Funnily enough, a few days ago, during my Planet Zoo live stream, before they even started doing the teasers, you guys asked me, what pack do you want to see the most for Planet Zoo? And this is what I said. I said a South American Rainforest Temple sort of theme. And that is exactly what we've been given. This is interesting as well. Next to that tree, you know what this looks like to me? I think it is actually just like an arch of ruins with some, it's really high up though, which is interesting. I think it is just an arch though, but it looks very much, you know what they strap Andaro to in King Kong? That's what it looks like. So not much to pull from this one. Pause it right there. Of course, South America, you instantly think of the Amazon rainforest and you instantly think of the Amazon itself. So I'm hoping for a lot of aquatic plants and then stuff that interacts with the water a little bit more. The aquatic plant section right now is very, very limited. We basically have 2 types of lily pad and that's around it. So hopefully we're going to get a little bit more. We have a lot of plants here sitting in the water. These purple flowering plant thingamajiggies, they pop up all over the place and they seem to be quite at home in the water as well. Also these on the right, they're beautiful. I'm so excited about all the foliage. You know what I'm like, I love foliage. And this pack is going to be heavy on the stuff. So we pause there. There's definitely a Aztec sort of feel to the game, to the ruins that we've been given, which of course makes a lot of sense for South America. This symbol you see here on the top of the pillar, that's one we're going to see a lot of as well. Some of it's in ruins, some of it's crumbling down. This is something we really needed. I tried to make ruins in my pen ride towards the end of last year, and it worked, but it didn't have the proper crumbly, broken feel that you want. This is going to let us do that, and we've got some pretty cool stuff to do that as well. You can see here we've got these sort of tree vines, these thick roots poking out from within the gaps of the rock and kind of solidifying there over time. Very quintessential South America ruins. Very, very cool. There is also a tree house in the top right. It is a tree house. There's literally a tree inside it. Now, I suspect there's a staircase leading up there, or maybe it's a monorail station, because the monorail is on this map somewhere. But you never know. Maybe we're going to get a ladder system or something like that to get into tree houses. Maybe we could even get bridges between trees. I think you could theoretically make that already, but it'd be cool if it was like an official feature. Pause right there, and that's that symbol again in gold. You're going to see this a few times. Looking on the ground, you can see that huge variety in life, just different colour flowers all over the place. And then there's weird texture here. I think you get a feeling for what that is in a second, but it looks very bizarre there. It looks like it's faded into the ground. It's very strange. It's just awesome. It is made for me, this pack. It really is. It's beautiful. There you go. So you see there's the gold symbol again. It looks like a mossy rock. Reminder, I'll talk about it in a second, actually, because you're going to get a better look at it. But there are some rocks coming for free, even if you don't buy this DLC. Now, if we take a look at the trees, I love these as well. You can see the sort of the tree trunk below there, but surrounding the tree trunk, we have these vines, these thick vines that have climbed their way up. And occasionally they burst out in a little bit of green, but otherwise they kind of look like they've hardened, solidified around the tree. It makes everything feel ancient. It's really, really cool. Very aesthetically me. We've also got this on the right. Is that new? I vaguely recognise that stuff. I don't like it. I don't know what it is. It spooks me. Moving on, this is more what your zoo is probably going to look like. Personally, I'm going to make it as wild as humanly possible, but we do have a little bit of a glimpse at some of the new building materials. It looks like the roof it's kind of similar to the thatch roof that you see in the Africa pack, but it's much less bulky, it's much more contained, and it's got this kind of wooden strutting underneath it. It looks like a really nice building material, actually. I'm very much looking forward to getting hold of that. Boat tours, we already have them in the game, of course, but it is perfectly suited to this pack. And on the right hand side, you actually get a glimpse, this is what I was on about a second ago, of the new mossy rocks that are coming free to the game with the DLC. So even if you don't buy the DLC, just like with the Arctic pack, you'd still get the snowy rocks and the ice rocks. This time you're going to get the mossy rocks, and I believe there's meant to be tropical rocks out there as well somewhere. But they look pretty good, right? Very, very mossy, which is kind of what you'd expect from a mossy rock. I think that's about it, yep. Don't think there's much to say on this one. That looks new to me. It's a part of the climbing frame, but it's this kind of sort of brighter wood. I don't recognise that, but maybe I'm just being a bit daft. There's something blue on the roof of that building. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's meant to be a flower of some form. And on the next page, we get another glimpse at all these sort of purple sprouting flowers. Just the staircase there proper blends in. It looks like we might get a new path type that's going to suit the Aztec ruin look a lot more. Again, we have something built into the trees over there, and that staircase is perfect. It actually suits it really, really well. One of my problems I have right now is a lot of the staircases in the game have a very, very different texture and colour than the paths, and they don't really blend together. That one blends together beautifully. We can see more of the mossy rocks, we can see more of these ruin patterns, and we also get these little decorations, these little butterflies on the right hand side. Very cool. Very, 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 very cool. I'm so excited. Right, so we're going to go onto Steam now, and we're going to take a look. Actually, tell you what. No, we're not. We're going to go onto here. So that's a really nice screenshot taken from Steam, and it's not mentioned in the trailer. It's actually not mentioned in Twitter either, but if you go on the Steam page for this pack, you can actually find out the 5 animals. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's look at this first of all. So we get a really nice glimpse at some of the new stuff. And there's a hint of one of the new animals. There is a golden llama sitting atop the ruins and surveying his kingdom. We can see some new plant life over here. Those trees again, sort of really nice bendy and wiry trees. I love these archways, the gold symbols again, and gold there as well. It looks like a lot of the stuff we get is going to come in stone and in gold. If you look here as well, what you can see is this sort of purple edging around the ruins. So maybe we're going to get some form of the ruins blocks that comes with this edging, and we'll be able to control the colour of that to make it look like we want. It just looks so cool. I can't get over it. I'm really excited. I wonder if we'll get a new map. Is this the typical Rainforest American map we already have, or is it different? I don't actually know about that one. I'd love some comments on that in the comment section down below. Now, let's talk animals. So, there we go. The most obvious one that we were going to get. It's funny, when this pack first started getting hinted on the Planet Zoo Twitter a couple of days ago, I actually did a little prediction of what animals we would get in said pack, and I was wrong on 4 out of 5. I predicted the jaguar because I thought the jaguar was the most obvious choice. It is a quintessential big rainforest cat, very South American, very just, when I think Amazon rainforest, jaguar is one of the first animals I think of. I also thought of capybara. I thought that would have been really cool, and unfortunately that hasn't made the list. We're going to bring up the list right here, so let's load into Steam. And we can nip back a little bit, and we can see here we're putting on a party and you're invited to join us. We're celebrating 5 new glorious animals to welcome to our zoos. The red-eyed tree frog, which I'm assuming will be a exhibit animal. Not that exciting if we're totally honest, but is what it is. The mischievous capuchin monkey. The unique giant anteater, very cool. The friendly llama, and the beautiful jaguar. These 5 animals present their own list of challenges when you bring them into your zoos, as they have their own specific needs you need to look after, blah 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 blah. In my infinite wisdom, folks, I didn't realise, but if you actually go onto the South America pack for Planet Zoo, as in on Steam, you can actually check out a few more screenshots. So I'm going to show you those right now as well. I've got to say, I'm not too excited about the tree frog because it's an exhibit animal, and I think they're very cool when you first put them in. You get to look at them and check them out. That's awesome. And then you never really look at them again, or I know I don't, because they don't tend to do much, or they don't tend to change position. But I will say, it's an awesome looking tree frog. I think it's a great looking tree frog. Really nicely detailed. The colours are popping. He looks happy, like he's popped loads of caffeine pills. It looks like he's having a great time. He's actually super adorable. So he's made me a little bit more excited for his presence. We do have another shot of the general decorations and stuff like that. We've got these anteater benches. We've got some sort of butterfly stickers, I guess they're called. There's a few of those popping up all over the place, and this sort of mural, flower mural design over there as well. This looks to be a new type of fence. It's like a rope bridge fence looking thing, very good for a treehouse kind of theme. And we do have two different building materials. So like I said, we've got the thatch, this thinner thatch using reeds and stuff like that, and then bamboo shoots seemingly is like the rigging for it. And then we've also got, if you look over here on the left, a sort of, again, bamboo-esque looking pole wall kind of thing. Kind of like the log wall we already have, but a lot brighter in colouring. There's a few other things knocking around here, like these little fence bits here. I don't really know what they're meant to be. And also, I mean, that might be about it. There's a few exciting things popping around on the page. It looks really cool though, doesn't it? It looks very, very South American rainforest. Bearing in mind though, this is not a South American rainforest pack, it is a South American pack, which explains the presence of the animal after this one. There's the anteater. He is breathtakingly adorable. He is super cute. I love his little ears more than anything else. He's super cute. He looks super happy as well, chilling in his little habitat. It looks great, yeah. This is an out of left wing kind of choice for me. I didn't expect the anteater to say the least, but I think he looks fantastic, and I think he's going to be very popular. I'm actually excited to have him in my park much more than I was. We have our llamas, which are, as predicted, fairly adorable. These ones definitely don't fit the rainforest pack. It's probably the... Okay, there's a few animals that don't, but more than any of the others, the llama very much does not suit that kind of environment. So it's nice that we have expanded out of the rainforest somewhat, because it is a general South America pack. And they look great. Nice white, bright llamas, super cute. Don't really have anything else to add on them. I just want to see the babies more than anything else. And finally we have the capuchin monkey, and there he is chilling in his little rainforesty temple kind of home. Again, adorable. I'm not totally big on the small monkeys personally. I don't tend to use the small monkeys that often compared to, say, the larger ones. I think they're more exciting, but it's a very cute, pretty well rendered capuchin. It still has that very slight cartoony look that the Planet Zoo animals tend to have, but it does lead realistic rather than anything else. The nose in particular, that is beautifully realistic, terrifying capuchin nose. Right there, look at him, the adorable little son of a gun. Right, little addendum there. I just needed to throw that into the video because I was stupid and didn't realise you can check out the screenshots. Of course, you can go into Steam and check out these for yourselves. But it's a great looking pack. I just wish we'd had a little bit more variety in the animals. But generally speaking, very, very excited. I think I'm done. Let me know what you think about the animal list. I'm definitely still happy with it. I don't want to sound negative. The llama, the anteater, the monkey, and the jaguar, the llama, all really cool. Maybe wish we got an anaconda. Maybe wish we got a sloth. But, you know, no pack is going to be perfect for everybody. That's just the way it is. But still very, very exciting stuff. When the 7th hit, I will bring you a video right here on the channel. I'll show you all 5 animals. I'll show you every single decoration and scenery piece in one big showcase video. We're then going to do a mini sandbox build. We're going to run it along our African one. I don't want to stop our African build, but we're going to do a mini sandbox build where we just utilise stuff from the pack to build like a really cool little South American zoo. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cannot wait for next week. Come back on the channel for that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you're excited about the Planet Zoo South American pack coming in a week's time. I'll see you lovely folks then. Cheers much love as always. Hit the like button. Cheers much love as always. Bye bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way. I'll see you next time.